Attention passionate Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Pittsburgh Steelers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Pittsburgh Steelers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Let's get to the news. The NFL offseason is always buzzing with rumors and whispers, but this one has the potential to shake up the AFC North in a big way. Word on the street is that the Pittsburgh Steelers are eyeing a blockbuster move, trading for Kyle Hamilton, the dynamic safety from the Baltimore Ravens. Now, this isn't just speculation for the sake of it. It's rooted in some real strategic thinking from the Steelers' front office. And if this move happens, it could be a game changer, especially for how Pittsburgh's secondary could look and perform in the upcoming season. Let's start with the basics. Kyle Hamilton, a 2022 first-round pick from Notre Dame, has quickly established himself as one of the most versatile safeties in the league. With his size, range, and playmaking ability, he's a player who can cover ground like a corner but also deliver hits like a linebacker. In his career so far, he's accumulated 5 interceptions, over 200 solo tackles, and a handful of sacks, all while earning 2 Pro Bowl nods. His PFF grade hovers around 87.6, which is pretty impressive for a young player still developing. Most notably, he's allowed just 48% of passes in coverage, and his EPA per snap stands at -0.27, showing he's a reliable force in the back end. Now, the Ravens are in a bit of a cap squeeze, especially with Lamar Jackson's contract negotiations taking center stage. Rumors suggest they might be willing to part ways with Hamilton in exchange for a second-round pick in the 2026 draft. The Ravens are prioritizing cap space, aiming to free up around $10 million to focus on re-signing Lamar and bolstering their pass rush with an edge. But for the Steelers, this potential trade makes a lot of sense, and not just because of the talent involved. Pittsburgh's secondary has been hit hard lately. Losing a key player like Slay to a concussion kept them shorthanded for 2 games, exposing some vulnerabilities. They need a versatile safety who can immediately step in and elevate the unit. Kyle Hamilton fits that description perfectly. His ability to play deep coverage, match up against tight ends, and even help in the run game would be a massive upgrade for the Steelers. And given his history of avoiding injuries, he only missed 1 game in 2025 due to a minor issue. He's a reliable option for a team that values durability and consistency. If we look at what Hamilton could bring to Pittsburgh, it's pretty clear the impact would be significant. For starters, he's projected to add around 3 interceptions and 50 tackles in his first season with the Steelers. That's a tangible boost to a defense that finished last season allowing about 4 points per game, an area they've been determined to improve. With Hamilton in the fold, that number could drop closer to 20, making the Steelers a much tougher team to score against. Furthermore, his presence would help reduce big plays in the passing game. Currently, Pittsburgh's defense allows around 7.5 yards per attempt on passes, which is a bit too generous. Hamilton's ability to cover medium-range passes, especially the ones that often turn into big gains, would tighten things up considerably. This is critical because, as we know, AFC North battles are often decided by small margins. A player like Hamilton, who can close gaps quickly and force turnovers, could be the difference-maker in crucial moments. Let's talk about turnovers. Hamilton's addition could boost the Steelers' takeaway rate from about 1-2 per game to nearly 2-0, a huge leap that would put them among the league leaders. Turnovers are the currency of winning football, and this move could give Pittsburgh that extra edge they need to flip close games in their favor. Plus, his ability to contribute to stopping the run, with an average of 3.2 yards per carry allowed, would make Pittsburgh's defense even more formidable against AFC North rivals like Baltimore, Cincinnati, and Cleveland. Now, it's important to consider the overall strategic picture. The Steelers have been building a foundation with a mix of experienced veterans and promising young talent. They've invested in their offensive line, drafted skill players like wide receiver and running back, and have a solid quarterback in Kenny Pickett. But the backbone of their success always starts with a stout defense. Adding Hamilton would be like putting the finishing touch on a well-crafted puzzle, sealing the secondary and giving the entire unit a new level of confidence. And let's not forget the playoff implications. In 2023, the Steelers surprised many by making a strong run, powered by a resilient defense and some clutch plays from their offense. With Hamilton's potential arrival, their odds of making a deep playoff push increase significantly. The addition of a playmaker like him is often the missing piece that elevates a team from good to great. His ability to force turnovers, disrupt passing lanes, and make game-changing plays makes him a real X-factor in the postseason. From a division perspective, this trade could send shockwaves through the AFC North. The Ravens are already balancing their roster to retool and get Lamar Jackson back to MVP form, but losing a versatile safety like Hamilton would be a blow. It could shift the division's power dynamic, giving Pittsburgh a much-needed boost to challenge Baltimore's dominance and perhaps even surpass them in the standings. The Steelers, with their history of strong defenses, are always looking to reassert their identity, and acquiring Hamilton would be a statement move. Looking at the odds, the Super Bowl futures reflect the growing confidence in Pittsburgh's potential. With Hamilton, their odds of winning the Super Bowl could jump from around +2,500 to as high as +850. That's a massive increase in betting value, and it shows how much the experts believe that this move could turn the Steelers into serious contenders. The playoffs are often decided by a handful of big plays, and Hamilton's knack for making those plays could be the difference between a quick exit and a deep run. In conclusion, this trade scenario is shaping up to be one of the most exciting developments of the offseason. For Steelers fans, it's a tantalizing prospect, a chance to see their team bolster an already solid defense with a young, dynamic safety who could become a cornerstone for years to come. Whether or not it materializes, one thing's clear. The AFC North is about to get even more competitive, and the Steelers are positioning themselves to be right in the thick of it. And now, Pittsburgh Steelers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates. So stay tuned for the latest Pittsburgh Steelers news.